Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Titanfall. Playing as the Eldar, we've got Pax, and playing as the Black Templars, we have got Vrax. Vrax will be opening off a singular Crusader squad and a Stronghold barracks, whereas Pax will be going for double Guardians, Fleet of Foot research, a Plasma generator, and a Aspect portal. So Pax and Vrax bringing out those big stacks here today. If you remember a little while ago, Vrax was playing the Black Templars, and he randomed them. And can you believe it, boys and girls, he's randomed them again. So clearly, the Emperor of Mankind, God rest his immortal soul, has got a plan for Vrax. Clearly, you need to start maining these guys. I'm not entirely sure how well they're going to deal with the Eldar, especially in the Tier 1s. I mean, their mainstay is the Crusade squad, with a maximum of 5 members. You can also get 5 neophytes with them. But, I mean, the Eldar, they've got maneuverability on their side. They're going to go for some Rangers, which is an interesting choice. I would have imagined going for the Joe Biden double Dark Reaper opening. But he's going to go for some Rangers, which So Crusaders, when they get into close combat and they start bashing people in the face, I do believe, and quote me if I'm wrong here, but we'll double check it as we go on. When these guys are in close combat, their morale regeneration goes through the roof. So, not sure if the morale damage from the Rangers will do them all that good. Then again, Rangers, when they're infiltrated, they are able to focus down on the builders, which normally would be a good idea, but Tech Marine Artifighters, oh, you're heavy infantry, right? So, in a lot of other Space Marine factions, their Tech Marines are commanders, but these ones are just heavy infantry, so, interesting. Look at that, the multiple layers of play going on here. We do have a Tarantula Sentry turret, having a little look over this critical location and this strategic point here. The Eldar don't have any answers for it at the moment. A Castellan coming out for Vrax here. Going to be leading that charge, but won't be able to see these Rangers as they are infiltrated, so we'll need to get some sort of infiltration detection. One volley from these Rangers, taking out half the health of one of these dudes, so actually not too bad. Not bad in the grand scheme of things. A Burnsinger over here. Oh dear, been autopathed over here. Has been killed. Guardians going to see if they can shore up this listing post, as we've got a lot of Eldar nonsense going on around this side. Going to look at this uncapped relic as some Crusaders come out to play. Yeah, we'll need some infiltration detection, maybe a Skull Servitor or two. These guys get one volley, able to almost break the morale, but go on, get involved. I need to double check to see if my theory is true. Give them a good slicing around. Yeah, look at that. Just, they don't mind so long as they're beating Xenos up. They're happy as Larry. They do a mean bit of damage too. I mean, in fact, actually, not as much as anticipated, but they'll get there. And when one of their models die, they do have a chance of getting a little buff. Oh, aha! Little bit of mercy going on there as the Skull Servitor flies above. Quite a high little model right there. They can now see the Rangers, and they're going to slap them around. A lot of this battle is going to be down to Pax's ability to micro. After all, these close combat units need to keep on top of the enemies that they're fighting, so Pax will need to maneuver his boys around. Oh, he's also using his little Clown Magic banner from the tournament. That's quite nice. Burnsinger's doing a good job at repairing that, but not doing a very good job at staying alive. Will be stricken down as the Crusader squads continue smashing this up. Another Burnsinger coming out. In fact, we've seen so many dead Burnsingers in this game so far, and they're not cheap whatsoever. What is that? Well, relatively cheap. 45 blue money, but it's not money that you want to be spending over and over again on builder units. There's some Guardians snaking in. Go see if they can kill a Crusader or two. Farsia. Ooh, look at you. A little blonde bombshell coming out. Nice. Going to throw down a Mind War on, I assume it's the Castellan. Oh, it might have been a Mind War, but... Sorry, I've got a little bit distracted. I didn't know that the hair colour of the Farsia changed in this. Oh, no, there we go. She's now got the Mind War on. Well, be still, my beating heart. Anyway, they're going to go for some Neophytes. Neophytes not as good or survive, or how would one say, easier to kill are the Neophytes. But that's not too bad because, like I say, if the Crusaders lose some models in their unit, they do have a chance to do good stuff and get better. Skull Servitor phase shifting through the Titan's gun there. A little bit of heresy, but we don't mind. Gonna see those Dark Reapers out now. Should have really, like I say, should have probably opened with these guys from the get-go. Rangers having a look, see if they could do anything else. Another Crusader squad, 2 in total. Farseer goes in, gives them a bit of a shove. Crusaders eager to regain the morale by chasing after these Rangers. Dark Reapers now going to move in, start opening fire. As the Farseer is surrounded, does a little spinny madoodad, knocking one Crusader down. These guys will engage in close combat. Need to get those guys out of there quick, sharpish. Rangers over here taking some pot shots. And the Farseer being left in the dust, really. Not sure if she's going to survive all that long in close combat if she stays in there. Dark Reapers, where are you going, gentlemen? Choose a direction, but whatever direction it is, make sure that you pick it and stay at it. Got some more Guardians coming over. Not sure if they're going to add too much. I mean, some grenades might be really useful from the Guardians. They are going to go for their tier 2s. And from tier 2, what could they get to counteract this stuff? I suppose some Vipers wouldn't be a terrible shout. Are the Black Templars going for tier 2? No, not at the moment. But they are going to Capture's critical location. So that is something. The current economies are 62 and 20 compared to 92 and 10. The extended combat continues. The Crusaders now 11 in one squad, 8 in the other. Lots of neophytes in their ranks. More Bone Singers coming out. Now Mind Wall. Oh no, so no, it's not Mind Wall, it's Side Storm. Or whatever you call that ability. Yeah, a good chunk of damage done. Good AoE, but Farseer is going to be stricken down as the tier 2 just about finishes. There we go. And more Dark Reapers on the way. It doesn't look like they'll be able to get any vehicular stuff going on, but some War Gear enhanced optics will drastically increase the damage by these Dark Reapers. A guard going on them to increase their overall accuracy. More Dark Reapers on the way out. And this looks like a good defensible thing, or unit composition, shall we say, for the Eldar here. Ranger squads to keep these guys' morale low. Double Dark Reapers, need to spread them out there. Over here, got some people doing some stuff. What are you? Oh, you're Farseer. You're just going on your own personal mission. Yeah, Crusaders at risk of being absolutely wiped out now. One singular skull probe. Oh, you take a bit of damage, don't you? Not bad at all. Farseer, let's go back round. She just decided to do a lap around the Titan. Just to flex. Second squad of Crusaders coming in, but if one squad of Crusaders could not win the battle, then an extra one is probably not going to do it. But 2 working in tandem, possibly. But the portent is not very favourable, especially if the Eldar decide to go back towards that listing shrine. That's exactly what they're going to do. Use that static defence placement to their advantage. One Ranger giving this dude a big kick. A bash with the old stuff, but the Initiate gets a good strike on him, taking him down. Support portal attempted to be built up as the Castellan knocks this Bone Singer far, far away. Tech Marine Artificer also joining the fray. Potential for some turrets to be popped down, should he choose. Going for some reinforced armour as well for increased survivability. Bone Singer not quite able to get that support portal up. Not sure if they've got the green money required to bring out something. Ah, there we go. They're going to give up on it almost and go for Harlequin. Harlequin will be a great unit to prevent these guys from being so manoeuvrable. Double Dark Reapers not with their Exarch at the moment, which is quite surprising. We normally see that boy being added before the additional squad members, but I'm not here to judge. Crusaders now trying to engage in a bout of ranged fisticuffs. Rangers being left almost unimpeded. No one's able to see them. Harlequin now finally out. She's going to be wrecking face. But yeah, while this is going on, I mean, what, 68 and 20 compared to 110 and 20. Full map control by Vrax here. But he's not been able to, how would one say, he's not been able to build up his economy in the sense that getting those tier 2 upgrades on. But that's fine. I mean, you don't need tier 2 upgrades when you've just got every single bit of listening post down. If that sentence made any sense whatsoever. Oh, who's got a... Ah, so you've gone for double missile launchers and also a heavy bolter. Which is interesting. Not sure why he's gone for the missile launch. I suppose he's gone for missile launchers for support portal, but also those guys been taken out, brown-breaded. Harlequin continuing her chase, but right into the tarantula turret. But that's giving these guys enough space to be able to take some bits and bobs on. One squad. No, the commander squad actually. Oh, that's... Didn't even notice there was a commander squad there. Harlequin being shot up at range. Got to be joined by a veteran sergeant is this command squad. And there we go. The Black Templars seem to have been pushed back for now. There's a lot of economy that the Eldar need to catch up on. I've gone for some fire dragons. Got a good amount of units at the moment. I mean, with this composition, they're able to take on vehicles and infantry. Also deal for the morale as well. So they've got the ingredients, but can they make that secret sauce to recapture the entirety of the map here? Like I say, it will require a significant amount of micro from Pax here, but if anyone can do it, it's certainly Mr. Pax. Rangers firing one side, Dark Reapers firing on the other. Got a flamethrower from this Crusader squad here, also a plasma pistol. For reasons beyond my ken, they can only get one flame and one plasma pistol. Also 2 power weapons, and it's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the ideas behind the Crusades, so the Crusader squad's upgrades are, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. One squad over here being reduced down to 2 models. Might potentially get a squad wipe if these guys can get some distance between them. And there we go, one squad being taken down. Skull Probe standing in the middle, catching a glimpse of these Rangers. Command squad moving forward. Need to get these Rangers out of dodge. And some sword breadwin. The red flowing capes. These guys are quite difficult to take down. Incredible movement speed. Lots of health. And one squad of Rangers over here will be spotted by the Skull Probes. May as well take these guys on a long walk. Fire Dragons there. No vehicles to bash, so may as well send these guys on their own little journey around. Destroy loads of stuff that they could find. One lonely Guardian doing the craft world's business. Over here, the Dark Reapers, where are you going? Just gonna walk straight next to these guys. We don't. Oh, what are you? You are a Harlequin. Oh, you're just doing Harlequin stuff. Fair enough. Jumping around like you just don't care. But interesting micro here. Able to really keep these dudes on the go. Fire Dragon squad over here. That looks like there's... Are you standing in some mines? No. Well, something was exploding there. But they are managing to get a load of things killed. Got some plasma generators there to destroy as well, should they choose. And with what, 8 and 20 compared to 92 or 98 and 20, they are clawing their way back in the economy side of things. Support platform attempting to be built up by this Burn Singer, as well as this listing shrine being upgraded. Got a support portal finished, but no vehicles in the wings at the moment. Harlequin, though, getting some good jumping in. And we've got a Warp Spider coming out, potentially. Warp Spider's amazing for repositioning, although once you get there... all the... Sorry? Oh, pardon me. But yeah, once they get all their jumping juice done, they are quite vulnerable, so got to be very careful with how you position those guys. What is firing at you? There's definitely no mines. Oh no, there is. They're just so well camouflaged for us. Fair enough. Vrax got 2 minutes on the clock for these critical locations. We'll need to start taking them down. Crusaders still, like I say, these guys just don't die. So angry they refuse to die. Saying that they want to fix bayonets, but where are your bayonets, young man? Harlequin doing a little bit of a stutter step there. Not quite sure what she was doing there. Another squad of fire dragons on the way. I assume the other ones died at some point. We smashed up by these Crusaders. I'm going to see a Castellan coming out once again. More power weapons being upgraded. And Dark Reapers looking very confident now. Do have the standard bearer out with his wonderful flag with a dude on it. To get involved, but won't be able to catch up with his Dark Reapers. Yeah, at this stage is a case of you're not really going to win against them, unless of course maybe you get like a, I don't know, like a Rhino transport maybe. Need something. One Skullcrow being left over here. Their squad of Warp Spiders out to say hello. Countdown has been finished as well. Fire Dragon's coming in for a second pass, but will be counteracted by these Crusaders. These guys are going to go in for another push. Hungry for the blood of the Dark Eldar. Not Dark Eldar, regular Eldar. These are just Dark Reapers. And these Warp Spiders just casually, listily wandering past this engagement here. Minding their own business. Rangers being chased around by the commander squad. But unable to really capture anyone. Being picked apart left, right and centre by Warp Spiders and Dark Reapers alike. Unsure of what they hope to achieve so far from home. There we go. Warp Spiders repositioning. Giving them the old tease. Warp Spiders won't be able to do all that much in close combat. They don't do nearly enough damage to contend with these guys. The Sword Brethren, it appears that they've got some sort of like health upgrade or something. I assume they've gone for the health upgrades because that would make sense. Further increasing their durability. Dark Reapers looking a little bit shaky, but they're doing alright. 4 squads of ranged units. 1 squad of Rangers just manoeuvring around the back lines. Dark Reaper still being a nuisance, but constantly being chased around by these Crusaders. Got some Rangers coming in. Getting nice and close. Giving one of them a high five as they go by, I imagine. Trying to capture that critical location, but a bit of a risky manoeuvre when there's so many Eldari about on the field. Command squad has been going for some heavy bolters. Might need some more ranged options. They can go for a Damocles, which we saw in the previous game with Vrax when he played Black Templars, but not sure if a Damocles is the optimal vehicle for them to go for, considering that the Eldar are quite nimble and manoeuvrable. Taking all victory on the way for Vrax there. Rangers going to be decapping some stuff when they get told to do it. There we go, they're on the way. Fire Dragon's been used to full effect here. There we go, frag grenade going on these Warp Spiders, and that's kind of what we need to see earlier on. A frag grenade going on those Dark Reapers, knocking them down on the backside, and then as they're trying to get back up, striking them down. Got Farseer coming back out. Warp abilities should really help these guys. Strike the killing blow on these lads. Harlequin going to once again rejoin the fray. The command squad not entirely sure what they wanted to do there. Oh, hello, friend. Yeah, they're just going to get nice, close and personal. But every time they get close... Oh, almost taking on that Dark Reaper squad there. Not quite. Ospar's going to teleport away. And actually, to be fair, the Eldari numbers are waxing and waning here. We do have a land speeder coming in now. So those Fire Dragons might need to come back from what they've been up to. We'll decap that relic there. 82 and 58 compared to 78 and 20. So Eldar now got the economic advantage, even though it is a fleeting one. And the Fire Dragons have been able to grant the Eldar a little bit of time to rest and recuperate. Also gone for a Wraithlord. Ooh, look at that guy coming out. Love the model for that guy. Do I have a... What are you? Shiny bit. Oh, it's a Webway gate. One singular Crusader. Oh, sorry, these are the Sword Breadwinds, which are engaged in ranged combat. Much to the shock and chagrin of those Warp Spiders. More Black Crusaders coming in. There we go. Grenade going on down there. Don't seem to capitalise on it there. There we go. Murdering and maiming everyone within range. Wraithlord coming out. Going to go for a Bright Lance. Guess that Land Speeder comes a knocking. Fire Dragons annihilating everything over here. These guys have been a real nuisance. They need to be taken out ASAP. You can hold the centre all you want, but if you've got one singular unit coming in destroying everything you know and love, won't do you any favours. Farsight now out. Are you still blonde by any chance? No, you've got a helmet on. Not sure if it's like the Chaos Lord where every time you get a new one out it has like a different head, or whether it's one of their upgrades that gives her a helmet. Yeah, double Wraithlords. Going to really cause these Templar some issues here. Ranger's still around. Pack's doing a really good job at keeping his squads alive. I think all the Dark Reapers have gone there. But the disruption provided by the Farsight and the Wraithlord should allow these Warp Spiders a little bit of leniency here. Got some Fire Dragons maneuvering around onto this side, and the Black Templars are now finally falling back. One command squad over here looking like they might be taken out are going to get reinforced. Their reinforcement rate, look at that speed. No issues there. Wraithlord now going to be manoeuvring in. Land Speeders not able to get the Typhoon missile launchers as the army has been taken down by the Fire Dragons earlier on. I'm going to rebuild that there. Definitely need something to take on these Wraithlords. But the economic harassment continues. And now the Black Templars are firmly on the back foot, having their own base being attacked by the Eldari Hurst. Listing Purse goes down. Fire Dragons being engaged in close combat. Warp Spiders teleporting around the side, going for that decap. Bit of a risky one, but he's going to go for it. A war of attrition, some would say. This is probably not going to be the killing blow from the Eldar, but if they can do enough damage, both economic and towards their army. I mean, how much of a float has... Yeah, not much of a float at all. He's probably 47 blue money and 19 green. This is tier 1 economy, young man. This is 2 minutes in. We've still got his big units out. Not able to reinforce them in a stand that he would prefer. Command squad going for their missile launchers, getting a good amount of damage on that Wraithlord, but once he notices, comes in and gives him a good lord. Poor lad, being smushed into the ground. Double Fire Dragons over here chasing these guys away. These guys need to come back to see if they can push these guys off, but something tells me that the Wraithlords are not going to be pushed off as he makes Black Templar shish kebab for dropping him on the floor like a rag doll. Look at that pimp hand. Give him the old back one. Got to keep it strong somehow. That Templar's massing in number there. But I mean, even if the Eldar lose all this, they've got plenty of money in the bank to regain their stuff, and especially enough green money to rebuild or transition away from an infantry heavy composition into something a bit more substantial. Warp Spider's going to teleport away, only 2 left as these Wraithlords stand firm and true. Bunslinger's now going to move over. 1 Wraithlord goes down. Another squad of Warp Spiders coming down, and the Wraithlord also goes down as well, so that's everything done. But over on this side, the Rangers and the Fire Dragons are coming in. This is just unrelenting aggression from the Eldar. The fury of the Craft Worlds made manifest to the Imperium today. And these Fire Dragons, I'd say that Vrax not really dealing with these Fire Dragons earlier on in the game has really cost him the match. I mean, he was very close to winning earlier on with that incredible push that he did, but unable to get that killing blow. He kind of needed to come back home and sort out his finances. Very impressive as well the way that he controlled most of the map in the early stages of the game, but a gradual clawing back has managed to get these guys saved by the looks of things. Still got a little bit of time left. Who knows? Replacement Wraithlord on the way. And the Sword Brethren haven't died yet. They just haven't died. Like I said, they don't die. Once they're on the field, unless there's a serious misplay, they will just stay alive forever and ever. Amen. There we go. Vrax brings out that GG for everyone to see. And that is it. Oh, God, blimey. Well, thank you ever so much, Vrax, for sharing that on the Discord. And also, massive respect, because, like, shared on the Discord, but he lost in the game. Most times when people share games, they only share the ones that they've won, which just shows the amount of respect that he has for Pax here being able to want to share this kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, £1 a month does get you one extra game on the old Patreon. Also, I'm starting to do a thing now where any themed games in the future will now be voted on by Patreon subscribers. So if you want to have an influence to see which kind of videos we do in the future, then by all means, come on down and cast your votes. There's also a Discord where stuff like this happens all the time. Anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. I will see you in a bit. Peace.